y'all, welcome back to Toya DTV. Y'all, we are here to talk about Married to Medicine, Season 8, Episode 15, Jekyll Island, Part 1. Y'all, I'm not going to go through every detail of this episode, but I am going to go over the main parts. They're still on the RV on their way there. They have to stop and get gas. I'm just wondering why the driver is not pumping the gas and why is Jackie pumping the gas. Quad goes to get chips. Jackie wants flaming hot Doritos. So she makes the statement that you can take the girl out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the girl. I've never understood why people think hot chips has something to do with where you're from or where you're born, where you're raised, what neighborhood you come from. I think that is like the stupidest stereotype I've ever heard. So the gas came to be $100. Y'all, Contessa was my kind of friend. She said, Oh, what you got? I got it, honey. What you need? What you need? Oh, I got it. I'm prepared. Pulled that money out of that cleavage and was ready. They've been on this bus. They're back on the road. Everybody's dozing off. Jackie goes to bed at 2 a.m. And to be honest, everybody looked miserable. Road trips are, oh my God. I will not take a road trip if it's going to be long enough where I'm going to need like sleep time or whatever. I have a cap on my road trips. In order for me to take that, I still have to be like super hyped about the trip, period. Simone is up there with the driver because Simone is playing not a game. She want to make sure this man stay awake, and I don't blame her. Okay, everybody back there asleep. Just because this man got paid to get you to a destination does not mean he's not going to accidentally fall asleep. It is 4:12 in the morning and they are finished with this 9-hour bus trip, RV trip, whatever, to Jekyll Island. They have finally arrived. Y'all, Quad tripped me out in the confessionals. Quad said that her wig and her lashes are tired. I fell out laughing because I'm like, wow. That's funny. And all three of them are going to bed. We see everybody getting up. It's the next morning. Of course, they didn't fully sleep in to get all of their sleep out. They just kind of sprung back up and got into the swing of being on vacation. Heavenly and Dr. Jackie, they're talking, and Jackie's letting Dr. Heavenly know how Toya felt kind of hurt by the situations that's been happening between them lately. Jackie wants Heavenly to take the high road. Dr. Heavenly's like, look, I've already tried that. I'm not doing it. No, I already did that. We see Toya sitting outside, just kind of FaceTiming Eugene. So she hangs up the phone and she just want to relax. Toya just wants to have a good time. Heavenly comes out and they start off the conversation. Oh, you look good. I like your eye makeup. I like this. I like that. And Heavenly's kind of shocked. Like, oh, you being nice. Like, you being real nice. And she's like, I'm always nice. No, Toya has been mean and it's crazy. But anyway, they get deeper into the conversation. She lets her know, Toya, you have been rude. And Toya took accountability because she notices that basically she is the type of person that lashes out when something's not right, not going her way. Dr. Heavenly lets her know, basically, I need conversation from you. If it's something I said or done, you got to come talk to me. So she was letting her know, when I brought out the issues with my finances, you made jokes about that and it hurt Eugene. So she's like, well, Damon and I are extremely proud of y'all. And Damon mentions it all the time. And Toya pointed out, Damon mentions that he's proud of us. You never say anything. So I think that was kind of like a dagger to the heart for Heavenly, because I'm sure she probably looked at them like they're successful. She's proud of them. So she did take that moment to tell them that. I will tell Toya that she was proud of them. They have a beautiful house. They should be proud of where they have come from. And Heavenly apologized. She also said she joked too much. They want to get back on track. Toya apologized as well. And they want to get back on track, bonding and not kind of being at each other's throats. Next, y'all, we see Contessa, Quad, and Jackie. They're out walking to the beach. Contessa pours it out, y'all. Scott got something going on. He's been talking to somebody for about 7 to 8 months. He calls her his therapist, but he hasn't paid her a dime. So, in my opinion, in this scene, Contessa is talking to the right people. Both of these women have been cheated on. One chose to stay, one chose to leave. But it seems like they're both happy right now with the life that they chose, right? So I'm like, okay, she's talking to the right people. They've been there, they've done that, and they both look happy. She also mentions, they ask the details of it, and she tells them, like, I knew nothing about this woman or whatever. She said, another inappropriate relationship with a woman. Y'all, do y'all recall anything that Contessa mentioned about him being inappropriate with a woman? Now, the only thing I can think of, now it didn't come from her, it came from him, about that the lady he wanted to hire. But have y'all heard anything else, like as far as in the show, what he's done or something? Because she said yet another inappropriate relationship with a woman, mentioning that basically this has happened before. Contessa's going through, y'all. So she also mentions that she is not happy within her relationship. And the kids know. The kids know just as much as the adults. Like, whether you try to hide it from them or not, they sense it, they feel it, they see it, everything. That's why I've never truly understood why people say stay in something you're unhappy with for the kids. The kids sense your unhappiness and it still affects them in the long run. Jackie says that she missed all the red flags. I was seeing those flags that season 2. I was like, oh my God, Jackie, pull your schedule back. Curtis was crying out for help. So then she also tells them that Layla's walking around saying daddy has a girlfriend. She starts crying because she's like, I just feel like if I wait, he'll come around. Look, I can't tell Contessa what to do with her marriage. But what I do know is that if your marriage is taking every ounce of what you have within out of you, is it worth dealing with? That's what I would ask her. Oh, she also mentions that she has asked people who's been together for a very long time, what's the secret? And they said, don't leave. Look, that's some old school mentality, old school traditional mentality. It ain't about the number of years you've been together. It's about, are you happy within your marriage? Can you trust your mate within your marriage? Like, are you genuinely happy in your marriage? That's what marriage is about. It's not about the years you've been together, to be honest. That's why I don't aspire to be like any other married couple. I don't ask nobody how long they've been married. None of the above. Because what I don't do is compare my marriage to somebody else's. Because just because you've been with somebody for 40, 50, 60 years does not mean you are happy. Anila arrives, just to let everybody know. She wasn't there. She arrived, and I honestly did not even realize that she was missing. That's not a good thing for a new castmate. But anyway, so everybody's getting ready for dinner. We see Quad and Jackie and Simone all in the same room. Remember I told y'all Jackie is an observer and she sit back and she look at everything and place judgment, in my opinion. She gonna tell Quad she can see through her dress. Quad, no, you can see through that dress. And judging Simone, why you always in flats now? Because I'm old and I want to be comfortable. I'm older than you. Jackie, let people be who they are. Let people be who they are. Like, that's one of the things I don't really like about her. I feel like she's always waiting to see what somebody else is doing. Anyway, they tell Simone about Contessa's situation, and Simone is completely shocked that there's actually probably, or a possibility that there's somebody else in the picture, which takes things to a whole nother level. Basically, they pointed out some really good things because there's been 2 saved marriages because of the ladies on the show. Because of this core group on the show, there's been 2 marriages saved. I think that is amazing. I think that is completely amazing. We also see a flash to Contessa while this is going on. And Contessa's getting ready by herself and she's FaceTiming her family. And Layla tells her, I said, call daddy's girlfriend, and the phone, Siri, whoever said which one. And the kids and Scott are laying there laughing. I'm sorry, but to be perfectly honest, Scott is laughing at Contessa. The kids may not know exactly what's going on, but for him to laugh at what the child said, he's laughing at Contessa? How many daggers do somebody got to throw at you for you to say, no, I'm better than this. I don't deserve this. Yes, I have children, but I will show my children what not to deal with, what not to put up with, how to have standards even within a marriage. Simone also points out, you know what? It's tough when you start getting involved in other people's marriages. I think Jackie said that. But then Simone's like, we got to do something though. They got to at least try. And I get that. You have to at least try so that you can say, hey, I tried to help. I'm good now. Like, I'm out of it. I tried. So we see them on their way to dinner. Everybody's in their golf carts and riding, and everybody got jokes. Everybody is talking crap about each other, but it's in a fun way. All the ladies are having fun. The first cart got an AARP sticker. Dr. Heavenly says this is wisdom in this golf cart, honey. And she is telling the truth. I would love to get right up under them and just watch them work. I mean, you got 2 OBGYNs and a dentist, and they're all black females. Slide me right up under that wing, because that's where you would thrive. You would learn what not to do, what to do, how to expand the business, how to keep your business flourishing. They're at the dinner table and they've arrived and everything. And Dr. Heavenly took the time to process what Toya had said to her. And it made me so proud, because Dr. Heavenly actually said in front of everyone that she was proud of Toya and Eugene because they have done a lot. You know, with their age and everything, they have done a lot to be the professionals that Eugene is. They have accomplished a lot. And she doesn't want to just say the bad about Toya. She want to also say the good. So she did really good on that. And I believe Toya took that as a good step forward. Now, they decide that they wanted to play a rumor game. I don't know why, but I guess just fun. Or see who's going to admit to some stuff. So apparently the rumor was Toya was bisexual. I believe it. Quad kissed Toya in the mouth. I believe it. But then, like, people are like, I knew Quad was bisexual. I knew Quad was lesbian. I knew Quad was whatever. So she don't have to tell you nothing. Like, people watching these shows feel so entitled to answers. You must show us every thread of your life. How about not? How about unrealistic? In the confessionals, Contessa is naming off people she'd sleep with if she was bisexual. And I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And then she said, you would have thought I had thought about this before now, but I hadn't. You have, dear. You have. So, another rumor is that Anila doesn't know how to budget. Okay, nothing major. Who cares who wrote that? I don't care whether she knows how to budget or not. And another rumor, Carrie and Lisa stole Anila's $400 out of her purse. Anila wants to know, is that true? Everybody denied it, but for some reason, Anila was not letting that go. Then it floods over to Lisa. I'm sorry, I wasn't going to say anything at this particular moment, but I did stories for you and I never got paid. Immediately, Lisa Nicole said, did you send the invoice? So at this moment, it ain't never happened before, but I'm on Lisa Nicole's side. You don't do something and think people are just going to flow money over to you because you had a verbal agreement. No, you need to be professional and you need to send the invoices regardless whether they ask for it or not. That way you have proof. She need to have books for all this stuff she's doing as a social media personality or whatever, blogger, whatever she want to call herself. How do you charge people and never have like anything in written form? Come on, girl. Do better. Carrie asked, did Anila and Toya get their friendship back on track? And Anila says that she would rather talk about that in private. Oh, everybody got something to say. Oh, no. Now you want to talk in private. Was it just me, y'all? Or was Toya laughing like super de duper hard at everything Lisa Nicole was saying to Anila. And I partially feel like she was doing that just to egg Anila on, like, oh, I don't like you now. I don't like you now. I'm in this club. I'm in this club. This is my friend. She talking trash to you. I don't like you. But anyway, they went back and forth. Toya needs a moment. Anila can't understand why Toya needs a moment, because Toya is the one that caused the problem. Toya don't like that Anila went to all these different people. Anila went to all these different people to try and mend their friendship. At the end of the day, Jackie don't want to hear none of it. Game over, party over, dinner over. Let's go home. Can we order dessert? No. Get it to go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Because Simone's wig has gotten mildewed now. Tell me what you think about this episode, y'all. And I will see y'all in the finale next week, y'all. Last episode, the men coming. Scott gonna be burnt up, mad as heck at all the ladies and Contessa. Until then, y'all, see you next time.